And that was both I'd Like to Know by Supergrass, and the final track you heard was God Hour by Baby Father. I wanted to start off with like listening to some Britpop today. I guess you would say that's kind of like the mixture, like post punk with Britpop. I think Supergrass would fall under Britpop. I think I would just like to call them more of a pop punk revival in that era. I don't know. I never really liked that much of Britpop. I mean, Oasis is pretty good, but objectively, the superior Britpop band is Pulp. There's no debate. If someone says Oasis, your opinion it just sucks. Objectively, it's wrong. Oasis, it's good. I like their music, but they're extremely overrated. And then we listened to Baby Father. I just been listening to a lot of like Dean Blunt and his other musical personas. I think I just like the analog sound it has to it. That album, I forgot what it was. I think it's like BBH or something like that, hosted by Father. I forgot, but it came out a few years ago. There's one track on that album. It has the Venezuelan electronic musician Acra, so that's really good. Do really like that track. It's a bit too loud. I think I tried playing that for my girlfriend once. She didn't really care for it, but then again, like she listens to a lot of like soft, cutesy noise. I'm listening to like very harsh noise music. Let's talk about harsh music today, actually. I'm going to play some harsh electronica later, so that'll be kind of fun. Good afternoon, listeners of Coffee Noise. I'm your host, DJ Marlin, and if you're listening to this one more time, it is Wednesday. How we doing out there, listeners? Today it is the 26th of March, 2025. How we doing? We're coming back from spring break. We are halfway through the semester already. Only like, I don't know, how many few more weeks we have left? Um, I have a few presentations I have to do. I have to lead a dialogue. I think in like 2 weeks or something, feminist perspective on security. I'm pretty sure I can probably provide a good dialogue session for that one. um, I just read maybe like 4 chapters and like 2 books, so it's not terribly horrible. Um, I don't think so actually. But on the topic of harsh noise, I was listening to some what was it called? Slam metal earlier this week. Particularly, what was it to? Esophagus, Torture, and Frog Mallets. I feel like it's probably just me being like really critical of the entire music industry, but I feel like extreme genres of music is one of the last few salvations we have of just everything being monetized in the music. Like, come on, like indie music used to be like really good and it just become really just monetized. It's no longer even indie no more. It's like indie, but we're backed by a couple $1,000s. It kind of lost its charm. So I feel like harsh noise music. I think that's our true savior of actually having pure independent music. Because let's be honest, what music label executive is going to be like? You know what? We're gonna pick some 30-year-old screaming into a microphone playing saxophone very loud as the new project to look forward to. So, you know what? Harsh noise music, go out there and listen to it. It will give you ringing ears for probably a week or so. I remember the first time I listened to Merzbow, I think it was like 14. I listened to Pulse Demon in one sitting, and I was also sick and I was on medication. It felt like a fever dream, but like in the best way possible. I don't know why. My ears were ringing for like I think like 4 hours after listening to that album. So it's like an hour and a half of just pure harsh noise, and I loved every single second of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird kid. Probably so. Anyways, listeners, let's get into the next track right now. Next track, we're gonna bring it back to the so I do some 2000s indie music. We're gonna listen to Modest Mouse. This is their track "Working on the Living" on "Leaving the Living." I believe this is from their album "Building Nothing Out of Something." If I'm correct, I think it was like early 2002, three. I have to check right now. But anyway, this is a track. If you ever listen to the song "In Heaven" by the film Eraserhead, it's kind of like that. Has the same lyrics. I just like the weird disjointed noise, like the amplifier and whatnot. I don't know, it's really good. I personally like it, so Listeners, let's get into the track. Remember, you're listening to Coffee Noise, so yeah, let's get into the track. This is Modest Mouse. All right, and that was Modest Mouse. I really do like that repeated loop. Um, for those who play guitar with pedals, it's kind of fun just to like mess around, just have the guitar right in front of the amplifier, so like it's a weird feedback noise, and just mess around with the pedals. It's pretty fun. That also does hurt your ears a lot, so I wouldn't really recommend that if you were gonna have to listen to something. If you have younger siblings or you have children, don't do that because if they call out for you, you're not gonna be able to hear that well. So yeah. So let's see what was the thing about like harsh music. Free jazz is also pretty good as a manner of actually supporting true independent musician. I feel like extreme genres of music is one of the last saviors. Um, it's not an easy thing. I mean, it's very niche. I mean, I guess I would be considered as a very niche member, especially when it comes to like um, harsh 90s noise or hell, or even I was listening to a lot of field recordings of songs being sung within prisons, the prisoners, as they sing. It's not an easy genre to get into, not really at all. But I think it's very rewarding. Um, I don't know. It's difficult as music's great and all, but like I feel like it's been really kind of like artificially inflated a lot. Like what's the right word to describe it? I feel like some modern music now a lot. It's not really focused on making the music. It's more just like, oh, let's make some money off of it, which I'm not against, but it just kind of kills like the actual. It kills the fun out of doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of art. You shouldn't be doing a form of art just to get a quick buck out of it. It just seems very lazy. So yeah, I mean, I guess the main message would be like go out there and support independent musicians. Some of them are weird though. Like a lot of them are like socially awkward, which I mean, I am consider that too. Um, but yeah, that works out. Anyways, listeners, let's talk about the next track we'll be playing. We'll be playing a collab track by Robert Fripp and Brian Eno. I believe this comes from the 70s, I want to say so. The title track of their album, Evening Star. I remember listening to this once. I woke up before the sunrise. I decided to be very basic. I was like, I want to watch the sunrise. Did I actually get to see sunrise? I didn't because I had to clean up my dog because he tore into one of his toys, so I actually missed the sunrise. I love my dog, but geez, any little toy you give him, if it's like a really weak toy, he'll rip it up in less than a day. So we had to find him like the really tough toys. He loves it though. He's adorable. But Sammy is he's kind of a menace to society. Anyways, this is Evening Star by Robert Fripp and Brian Eno. It's very calm, very relaxing. If you're listening to it, I don't know. I guess try closing your eyes. That'd be kind of cool. To think about. I don't know. All right, listeners, and we're back. It is 1:30, 1:32. We're gonna get back into music right now. Let's talk a little bit about me personally. I turned 22 last Friday. Um, I don't know if you've seen those memes online, listeners, but like Gen Z guys who have mullet. It just so happens I am Gen Z and now I have a mullet. So yeah, I fall into male manipulator categories. Doesn't help that I have weird glasses or I have the round shaped glasses and I wear a bunch of panties. So the odds are not looking in my favor. Um, Speaking of odds, listeners, let's all go to the gas station. Let's buy some scratch off tickets. Remember, 90% of gamblers quit before they're about to hit it big. So I think that's a healthy thing to do. My girlfriend might say it's a bad idea, but I'm just saying, hey, all I'm saying is there's a chance we might hit it big. That's a horrible thing to do. Please do not go out there and buy scratch off tickets. They're kind of fun, but like I don't know how people can like go in there and like spend like the $20 tickets. Like I feel bad when I just buy the one $5 ticket for if I want to get those. I usually get like I get maybe like two or three of the $1 tickets. I remember once I bought a $2 ticket. I scratched off and I won $2. So I technically didn't lose, but I also didn't win since I didn't really make any. I didn't really. I broke even, so I didn't lose money, but didn't really gain money. Although once I did win $20, and I used that to buy like a nice sandwich at Walmart. Those were maybe like my second year of college, I want to say so. So 2022. They like the spring of 22. So probably my second semester in college. That was kind of fun. But I'm not good at that. Maybe I should learn how to be better. I don't know. Well, let's get into some harsh electronic music. We're gonna be playing Sid Leica and then some Aphex Twin. Yeah, let's get into some electronic music. I just had a blast with electronic music, but we're not gonna listen to. I don't know. Let's just get into music. I'm just talking too much. Let's just get into music. And that was Aphex Twin. I believe that was from the EP Donkey Rhubarb, if I'm correct. I was thinking about playing the track itself, Donkey Rhubarb. I was like, no, I want to play Vaz de Friends. I think that's pronounced. I don't know if it's French or something. I don't know. I think I just like the sound. It has much more of a weird, I guess the right word would say texture to it. And it just works better. You know what I'm saying? And the first track I heard was Great God Plan by Sid Leica. I don't know what kind of electronic music they work with. It's there's a specific word with it, but I can't get into it. And I don't know. We're gonna have the final track right now, listeners. I decided to play something a bit nice and long, nice and calming. We're gonna do some Japanese ambient actually. It's a track actually found online. I believe it's Kenichiro Osoda. I don't know. It doesn't look like I speak Japanese. I can barely speak English. And I was listening to it. I think last Wednesday, and I was like really calming. I was like, oh, I really like this. So, you know what? Today's been raining. It's nice and calm outside. So I think it's a perfect track to play on right now. It's gonna be the final track for today. It's a pretty long track, 10.5 minutes. But I think it just works. You know, I think it's gonna be a good track. So yeah, I think I forgot. Um, the title track is the same. The name of the track is the same as the EP came out. Majel Slumber. All right, listeners, it is 1:58 in the afternoon. We're going to wrap it up for today's show right now. The final track you listened to was Majel Slumber, Japanese ambient music. Really good. If you haven't get into it, try getting into it. I love like 1970s Japanese ambience. It's really calm. A mix of like ambient noise along with field recordings. Oh, it's very lovely. Try to listen to that album Green New World, I think. It's either Green or Green New World. Really good album. Always listeners, this week we played a total of 7 tracks. As I said earlier, you can find the playlist via following me on Instagram at Watford2003. So you can also find past playlists for past episodes. Let me see here. Final food of the day thought. Cream cheese. Cream cheese is very good. But is cream cheese a type of cheese or is it more like butter? That's modern day Hamlet for you right now, listeners. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for me right now. I was your host, DJ Marlin. But remember, you're listening to Forget the Radio, the Valley's only student radio. So stick around, listen to what we're listening to right now. Be kind of fun. Anyways, I'll see you around next week. And yeah, have a Diet Coke later. Pretty good. Or any diet soda. I prefer Diet Grape Soda. Bye bye.